And in this example we have a quadratic equation 6x square minus x minus 2, and we have to find roots of this equation. So to find the root of the equation we will use the method of splitting the middle term. So what we will do, this is not x square, we will split this x and we will write it as plus 3x minus 4x minus 2 equal to 0. So in this way, if you find common between these two terms, you can collect 3x and in bracket we will have x plus 1. Similarly, between these two terms you can find 2 as a common and in bracket you will get 2x plus 1. In this bracket also you will get 2x not x, and this is equal to 0. So now you have 2x plus 1 and 3x minus 2 equal to 0, and from here you can find two values of x, half and 2 by 3. So these two values are roots of this equation. So now let's move to exercise 4.2, wherein first question we have 5 parts, and in all of the 5 parts we have to find the roots of the equation. So we will start with the part 3, and I think part 1 and 2 you can do by yourself. So third part is root 2 x square plus 7x plus 5 root 2 equal to 0. So in this equation we can break 7x into 5x plus 2x, and then we can find out common terms between these two. So the common term will be x, and in bracket you will have root 2x plus 5, and then between these two you will get root 2 as common, and in bracket you will get root 2x plus 5. From 2 we have find common root 2 because we can write 2 as this, root 2 multiply root 2. So we can take one root 2 as common, and one root 2 you will get inside the bracket. Now we have root 2x plus 5 multiply x plus root 2 equal to 0. Now you can find out the two values of x. One is 5 by root 2 and another one is minus root 2. So these are the two values of x, and these are the roots of above equation. We can try fourth part. In fourth part we have 2x square minus x plus 1 by 8 equal to 0. So to start with this question, we can multiply whole equation with 8. So it will become 16 x square minus 8x plus 1 equal to 0. Now you can solve this equation. To solve this equation we can write 8x as minus 4x plus 1 equal to 0. Then we can find the common terms. You will get 4x minus 1, 1 common, 4x minus 1 equal to 0. Then you will get 4x minus 1, 4x minus 1 equal to 0. So using this, the two values of x will be 1 by 4 and 1 by 4. Similarly, you can try fifth part. So now let's move to question number 3, where we have to find two numbers whose sum is 27 and product is 182. So we have two things in our question. The question is saying we have to find two numbers whose sum is 27. So suppose we have two numbers, let two numbers be x and y. So their sum is equal to 27 and their product is equal to 182. But see one thing in this question, here we have two variables x and y, but in our exercise we are only studying about one variable. So we will convert these two information into one quadratic equation in one variable. So how we can do it? We can find value of one variable from this equation. So suppose from this equation we can find the value of y as 27 minus x, and we can then put this value of y in our second equation. So we can write y as 27 minus x, it is equal to 182. Then it will become 27x minus x square 182. We can rewrite as x square minus 27x plus 182 equal to 0. So now we have quadratic equation in one variable. Hence we can find the roots of this equation using the splitting the middle term method. Now let's move to question number 4. You can find the roots of this equation by yourself. So in question number 4, we have to find two consecutive positive integers. So let first number be x. So what will be the next number? Then next number will be x plus 1, and we are given with their sum of squares. So x square plus x plus 1 square is equal to 365. So first we can solve this equation to find out the quadratic equation. It will become something like this. So we can just solve this equation, x square 2x square plus 2x minus 364. So now we can solve this equation to find out the roots of this equation, and I think you can do it by yourself. So let's move to question number 5. So let's draw right angle triangle ABC, where BC is base, AB is altitude, and AC is hypotenuse. So now question is saying that altitude of a right triangle. So AB is equal to 7 centimeter less than its base. So AB is equal to BC minus 7. Now it is saying that hypotenuse is 13 centimeter. So we can say that AC is 13 centimeter. Now we have to find the other two sides, mean AB and BC. So let BC equal to base equal to x, then AB will become x minus 7, and as we have right angle triangle, we can use Pythagoras theorem, where hypotenuse square is base square plus altitude square or perpendicular square. So it means hypotenuse is 13, base is x, and perpendicular or altitude is x minus 7. So we can just solve this equation. It will become x square 49 minus 14x, it will become 2x square minus 14x minus 120 equal to 0. Now you can solve this equation to find out the roots. With this we can move to last question of this exercise, sixth part. So question is saying a cottage industry produces a certain number of pottery articles in a day. It was observed on a particular day that the cost of production of each article was 3 more than twice the number of articles produced on that day. So let number of articles produced equal to x. So what will be the cost of the article of each article? It will be 3 more than twice the number of article, means 2x plus 3. It is the cost of each article and we are producing x article. Total cost of the production is rupees 90. So we have to find the number of articles produced and the cost of each article. Okay, so now we have number of articles, cost of each article, then we have total cost. So suppose you have number of articles and the cost of producing each article. How you can find the total cost? You can find it by multiplying the number of articles with their cost. So in this way you can find the total cost. So now you just have to solve this. You can rewrite as 2x square plus 3x minus 90 equal to 0. Now you can solve this equation to find out the roots, and with this we have completed our exercise 4.2. Now we will move ahead with our next topic, which is nature of roots. Nature of roots. I hope you all are aware of the quadratic formula, which we can use to find out the roots of the quadratic equation. Suppose if we have a quadratic equation in the form of ax square bx plus c equal to 0, so we can find the value of x or the roots of the equation by using this formula. This formula is known as quadratic formula. You can also use this formula to find out the roots. in previous question, in previous exercise. So we will study the root of the now we will study the nature of the roots, where we can say that if b square minus 4ac is more than 0, then we have then if we have b square minus 4ac more than 0, it implies that we have two distinct roots. If we have b square minus 4ac equal to 0, it implies that we have two equal real roots. And if we have b square minus 4ac less than 0, which means negative number, then we have no real roots. So let's see few example. Suppose we have quadratic equation in the form of 2x square minus 4x plus 3 equal to 0, and to find out the nature of the roots we will find out b square minus 4ac. If we compare it with general form a square bx plus c, we can write a as 2, b as minus 4 and c as 3. Now find the value of b square minus 4ac. So the value will be 16 minus 24, which is minus 8. Now as this value is less than a, it means we have no real roots. So in case where b square minus 4ac is less than 0, we have no real roots. So with this, let's move to exercise 4.3. Where in question 1 we have 3 parts, and in all 3 parts we have to find the nature of the roots. So we will do question number 1, part second. 3x square minus 4 root 3 x plus 4. So in this equation a is 3, b is minus 4 root 3 and c is 4. We will find out the value of b square minus 4ac. So it will become minus 4 root 3 का square minus 4 3 4. So 4 square 16, root 3 square 3. It will become 48. 48 minus 48 equal to 0. And as in this question we have b square minus 4ac equal to 0, we will say that we have two equal real roots. It means if you find the value of x in this question, the two roots will be equal. This value and this value will be equal. The rest two parts you can try by yourself. Now let's move to question number 2, where we have 2 parts and we have to find the value of k, and we are given with they have two equal roots. If they have two equal roots, it means b square minus 4ac is equal to 0. So let's take first part. We have 2x square plus kx plus 3. So b square minus 4ac is k square minus 4ac. It will become k square minus 24 equal to 0. K square is 24 and the value of k is root 24. We can also write it as k equal to plus minus 2 root 6. Now let's see second part also. In second part we have kx multiply x minus 2 plus 6. First we have to write this equation in proper form. So it will become kx square minus 2kx plus 6 equal to 0. So in this equation a is k, b is minus 2k and c is 6. So let's find out the value of b square minus 4ac. It is minus 2k square minus 4 multiply a multiply c. We have 4k square minus 24k, and as we already know that b square minus 4ac equal to 0, we can write it as this. This implies 4k square equal to 24k, 4k equal to 24 and k is 6. Now let's move to question number 3. Question number 3 is saying, is it possible to design a rectangular mango grove whose length is twice its breadth? So it is saying we have to check if it is possible or not to have this rectangular mango grove whose length x or breadth y, length is twice its breadth and area of 800 meter square. So now we will write the formula of area. It is length into breadth. Area is 800 and length is x, breadth is y. We can put value of x, 2y multiply y, 2y square is equal to 800. Y square equal to 400. Then we can also write it as y square plus 0y minus 400 equal to 0. If we compare it with general form, we can write a equal to 1, b equal to 0 and c equal to minus 400. And then we will find out the value of b square minus 4ac. So it will become 0 square minus 4, 1, 400. So the value is 1600, which is more than 0, which means we will have two distinct roots. If value of b square 4ac is more than 0, then we will have two distinct roots. So if we have two distinct roots of this equation, it is implying that it is possible to construct to such mango grove. Now let's move to question number 4. It is saying that is the following situation possible. Again we have to verify if the given situation is possible or not. We are given with the sum of ages of two friends is 20 years. So let ages of two friends be x and y. So the sum of x and y is 20, and 4 years ago the product of their age is 48. So 4 years ago means x minus 4 multiply y minus 4, product of their ages was 48. So first, now we have to convert this equation into one variable, and to do that we will find out the value of one variable from this equation. So from this equation we have find out the value of y, and then we will put the value of y in this given equation. So we can write it as 16 minus x, then we will solve it. 16x minus x square minus 64 plus 4x equal to 48. We can write it as 20x minus x square minus 64 plus 48 equal to 0. If you solve it, you will get something like this: x square minus 20x plus 112. This is negative sign. So let's check if this scenario is possible or not, and to do that we will find out the value of b square minus 4ac. So minus 20 square minus 4 into 1 to 112. So it is 400 minus 448 minus 48, which is less than 0. So we have no possible, no real roots. So this scenario is not possible. With this, let's move to last question of our chapter. Again we have to check whether this scenario is possible or not. We are given with perimeter 80 meter. We have a rectangular park with perimeter 80. Perimeter is 2 into L plus B. We have L and B, which is 80 meter, and area L into B equal to 400. So we have two equations. So using equation 1, L plus B will become 40, and value of B will be 40 minus L. Then we will put this in equation 2. Then 2 will become 40 minus L equal to 400. Then it will become 40L minus L square. 400 we can rewrite as L square minus 40L plus 400 equal to 0. Now find out the value of B square minus 4AC. It will be minus 40 square minus 2 into 1 to 400. So it means 1600 minus 1600, 0. It means equation has two equal and real roots. Hence this scenario is possible. So with this we have completed our chapter 4. Thanks for watching. In case of any doubt or any issue with any question, just share the question number in the comment section.